You were never born. Not spiritually, not poetically, literally. The one you think you are has never had a beginning. The body has a history, the name has a history, the face has a history, the personality has a history, but you have mistaken a story appearing now for something that happened to what you fundamentally are. And that mistake creates the prison. Ask almost anyone, how did you get here? And they will immediately recite the script. There was a big bang, matter formed, stars exploded, earth appeared, life evolved, my parents met, my mother gave birth, I grew up, now I'm right here. But notice what just happened. They did not inspect experience. They opened a mental file. Now look very carefully. Start over, not from cosmology or biology, not from your parents, not from memory. Start from what is strictly present right now. Seeing is happening. Hearing is happening. Sensations are happening. Thoughts are appearing. A feeling of being located behind the eyes may be present. A thought may say, I was born. But where is birth? Find it. Not the word, not the photograph, not your parents' testimony. Where is the actual experience of being born? You do not have it. You have an explanation appearing now. And here's something strange. Consciousness hears the story, I was born, identifies with it, and compresses itself into a timeline. Suddenly there is a past to defend and a future to fear, a body to protect, and a death to avoid. But where is the past? It appears as memory now. Where is the future? It appears as imagination now. So what exactly traveled from birth to this moment? The mind will answer, me. Then find that me. Do not describe it. Locate it. Is it the body? Is it memory? Every answer becomes another object you are aware of. And that answer creates an even bigger problem. You think you're a body moving through time, but time is appearing as thought within awareness. You think you're a creature living on Earth, but Earth is appearing now as concept, image, and belief. You think you are inside the universe, but the universe you know appears inside consciousness. Where is outer space right now? Where are billions of years? Where is evolution? Where is the brain supposedly producing awareness? Every one of them appears as image, model, memory, sentence, or thought. So why assume consciousness came from things never known outside of consciousness? This is the hidden spell of materialism. But the claim consciousness is produced by matter is still a metaphysical assumption. You have never stepped outside awareness to inspect matter without awareness. You have never encountered an atom outside of experience. You have never encountered a brain outside consciousness. Even the evidence for brains, atoms, and galaxies appears here, present. So what is primary? Not the story, the knowing of the story. Not the object, the field in which the object appears. Not the person, the consciousness in which the person is imagined. This is the part most people skip. Birth is an event. Events appear in time. Time appears in consciousness. Bodies appear in consciousness. Worlds appear in consciousness. So how could consciousness be born inside the very structures appearing within it? A movie character can be born inside the plot, but the screen is not born when the character enters. A dream body can celebrate a birthday. Now, do not turn that into another belief. Look directly. Before your name appears, are you absent? Before memory appears, are you absent? Before the body is labeled my body, is knowing missing? No, there is still presence. Silent, immediate, unknown. This is why no self and God realization are the same doorway. The self is the claim that consciousness belongs to a separate creature. God realization is the collapse of that claim. God is not a being who manufactured you in the past. God is this unborn conscious field in which past, body, birth, universe, and person appear. But be careful. The phrase unborn consciousness can become another concept the ego collects. The test is whether you can find the one who is supposedly born. Look behind your eyes. Is there an observer there? Or is there seeing plus a sensation suggesting location? Listen to a sound. Is there a hearer behind it? Or is sound simply known? Wait for the next thought. Did you create it? Or did it appear followed by another thought saying, I thought that? The me who claims birth is itself another present appearance. A thought cannot prove it existed 20 years ago. It appears now. A memory cannot leave the present and retrieve the past. It appears now. A body sensation cannot prove you are fundamentally a body. It appears now. Everything used to prove identity is happening as consciousness right now. If the person was never more than a present bubble of thought, memory, image, sensation, then what actually was born? A body appeared, a biography developed, a name was learned, a personality formed, but the awareness knowing those changes never appears as an object with an age. Can you find his birthday? Can you find where awareness began? Can you locate a boundary where non-awareness became awareness? Do not answer from neuroscience. Look in experience. No beginning appears. Only the thought of a beginning appears. Now strip everything away. Remove earth. What remains? This. Remove space. What remains? This. Remove biology. What remains? This. Remove history. Remove your age. Remove your name. Remove the belief that you are alive. Remove the belief that you were born. What remains? Not blackness, not blankness, this raw fact of appearance. Color without a separate seer, sound without a separate hearer, thought without a separate thinker, experience without a separate owner. Nothing fixed appearing as everything. And now death enters, because once the thought I was born is believed, the thought I will die becomes unavoidable. The birth story manufactures the death story. The character enters, so the character must exit. But what if you're not the character? What if you were the open field in which character, birth, life, fear, and death appeared? Then awakening is not becoming immortal as a person, it is recognizing that what you are was never the person. This does not mean the body cannot die. It means the body was never the final answer to what you are. Now verify it. Sit down every day and ask, where am I? Am I the body? Am I the sensation? Am I this memory? Am I the voice saying me? Every answer appears as something known. Then ask, what knows this? Do not respond with another sentence. Feel your hand, feel your foot, hear the room. Notice that all three are known. Now turn attention towards the knowing itself. Do not picture it, do not name it, do not imagine a glowing field. Notice the empty presence already there before thought describes it. Stay there. The body may begin to feel hollow. The center may loosen. The sense of being behind the eyes may flicker. Fear may say, I am disappearing. Now look again. The fear is known. The disappearing sensation is known. The thought, I am vanishing, is known. So what is actually disappearing? Not awareness, only the claim that awareness was born as a separate person. And when that claim finally breaks, you will not merely believe, I was never born. You will see that birth was an appearance inside the unborn. The person was an appearance inside the impersonal. Time was an appearance inside the timeless. Reality was never a universe containing consciousness. Reality was consciousness appearing as a universe that appeared as a person who believes he began. You were never born. You only learned to identify with the character who was. And right now, that identification can end.